I'm at my mom and dad's house and I'm doing some packing because we're about to do some traveling outside of the normal traveling that we already do living in our van. And this is where I keep all my clothes that I was not able to get rid of, but that I don't have room to take with us in the van. I have these plastic drawers. They just sit in the back of my parents' garage, and every time we come home, I'll like swap out some things for things that I have in the van just so I'm not wearing like the same 2 outfits for month after month after month. I'm going through these right now because I need to pack for almost an entire month, like just under 3.5 weeks. We just got here about a week ago, back up to Iowa. It was quite a journey getting from the panhandle of Florida to here. We first crossed into Alabama, right out of Florida, and we visited the University of Alabama's campus. It reminded me a lot of where I went to college, so it made me like really nostalgic for my college years. And then Andy wanted to work on continuing to tint the windows. That's like something he started doing while we were in Florida, but rather than doing it all at once, he's kind of been like taking it like section by section or window by window. And then we continued into Atlanta, Georgia. We woke up to pouring rain today. That is a close one. It reaches though?
Barely. Got it in about an inch.
Hallelujah, we have water.
I had to use a 5/16 inch socket to turn it on, but we did ask. They said it's okay. That's where I bought my car from, Nirvana. A Carvana vending machine.
We made it to Atlanta.
We made it to Atlanta. Had too much coffee, yeah.
We did something really fun and touristy there. We went to the Coca-Cola Museum, and I'm not a huge pop person, but it was still really fun. The Coca-Cola Museum was cool because it contained a lot of information about the history, culture, and secrecy surrounding this iconic brand. There were multiple rooms to walk through, and we spent over an hour walking around and exploring. We got to see a recreation of what Coca-Cola bottles look like on the line. And Andy got to sit on a couch where Ryan Seacrest has sat before. Ooh, this couch was used on the set of American Idol Season 4 in 2005. Wonder if anyone famous has sat on it.
Where the cup's at?
Red cream soda, I gotta try that. The last room, and my favorite, was the tasting room. There were a lot of different unique Coca-Cola products to try, including some limited editions and some products that were only ever sold overseas. And of course, there was an entire area designated to the original Coca-Cola itself. So I'm not really a pop drinker, but if I do have pop, it's root beer or cream soda, and I just had both of those, so I'm happy. What was your favorite?
I don't know. I tried some weird flavors from like different countries.
I didn't like any of those.
They were really strong. They were really like sugary. My favorite was probably just root beer.
Same. Cream soda and root beer. Someone has a field trip today. In North Carolina, we spent some time at a park in Columbia, and that wasn't like terrible weather. That was actually a fairly nice day. We're gonna go spend some time in a park. I would have loved to have gone to the South Carolina coast, but we didn't for a few different reasons. Andy and I have both been to Myrtle Beach before, so we've already had that experience. Going to the coast would have added a lot of hours to our trip, and we just spent 6 weeks on the Florida coast, so we felt like we'd had our fill of that for a while. So instead, we went through Columbia and decided to stop for a short stroll before getting back on the road. Oh man, the van's falling apart. We have tape up here because parts of the wood paneling is like popping off, so we're gonna need to figure something out.
If you're building a van, don't be like me. Use construction adhesive or some type of glue.
So I just did a thing. I filled out my paperwork and sent it in to take a second year off of my job. Are we crazy? So we are gonna do a second year of van life. Well, at least another like 6 months or so. So I think for now, our plan has been upgraded to like January, February-ish of 2024.
I think it's smart to do it while we can, don't you?
Yeah, maximize it as long as we can. Little trick from Andy, if you set the lid off to the side, not all the way on, not all the way off, it helps the foam stay down so it doesn't overflow. It's magic.
Ta-da.
Morning. Slept in a church parking lot last night. Just woke up. There's a garbage truck very loudly getting the garbage. And Andy said, "Garbage day. Every day's garbage day for us." And I said, that is very true.
Yep.
I was washing this mug and I dropped it. So the handle broke off. I'm so sad. It's my favorite mug. My mom gave it to me, I think for Christmas, but it still works. You just burn your hand off. And in South Carolina, we went through Charlotte, which was also pretty good weather. Going on another walk. So we have been going through these southern states. We're crossing them off the map because we are doing things here, but there's so much more I was hoping to do. Like I wanted to go to Savannah. I wanted to spend a few days in Atlanta. That rhymed. It just didn't really end up working out. So we're currently in North Carolina. We're gonna go on a walk in this park and then we're gonna go find food. We haven't gone out to eat in a really long time.
It's a dead squirrel. The eyeballs plucked out. I almost stepped on it.
I was pretty disappointed we didn't get to go to Savannah this round. Savannah is a city I've wanted to visit for years, and I thought this would be the time that I got to go. I guess even if you take over a year off from your life to live in a van, you still don't have enough time to do all the things you want. For the full Charlotte experience, we decided to get some Asian street fare. I had some really good curry and Andy ordered pad thai. We also shared some dumplings. This restaurant hit the spot and it had an ice cream shop next door, so I had to stop for a cone. We went through the tiny little left corner of Virginia. Oh, hello. So it was just a few short months ago, like right before Thanksgiving, when we were finishing up the whole like upper side of the East Coast and we ended up in Virginia. And it's crazy because now we've done the whole like southern side of the East Coast and we've ended up back in Virginia. So we've done like 2 great huge loops. This is kind of making me want to go continue up north on the east side and go back to Maine. We stopped in the cutest little town called Abingdon. I actually have a friend in Vancouver who is from here, so that's how I knew of it. And it has some really fun restaurants and shops. We got some brunch before continuing north. And then we went up to Kentucky, and in Bowling Green, Kentucky, we got to go to the Corvette Museum. So Andy got his fill of Corvettes for a while. Are you excited?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We specifically went to Bowling Green to go to this Corvette museum. It was so fun to see various models from previous decades, and there was a good amount of information about Corvettes too. I did often find myself having to sit and wait for Andy to catch up. I think he was enjoying it just a little bit more than I was. There were some Corvettes on display that had gone through a sinkhole about a decade ago.
Oh. Yikes. It's a bummer, huh?
It's a long way down. The sinkhole happened right there in the showroom, and they installed a door in the floor so you can see how far down the sinkhole went. I tried letting him out, but he went psycho and was getting in the way, so I had to put him back. Sorry, Ruger. So with each day, we traveled further and further north, and it got colder and colder and colder and colder. And by the time we made it to Iowa, we were struggling. We did something really dumb. We got rid of our winter coats when we cleaned out our house in Vancouver. I don't know why we did that. I think we were thinking we would not ever be in winter weather while we live in our van. I don't think we really thought that part through very much. So we've been basically like frolicking around in this 10-degree weather with sweatshirts. This is my mom's winter coat that I have been hijacking from her. In Indianapolis, Indiana, we tried to spend some time in a park, but it was freezing. And like I said, we no longer own winter coats. So we didn't last very long, but we still counted it as a visit to that state. So we checked it off our map. Whew, it is freezing.
Henry's loving it. It'd be nice if it was warm.
This is almost not worth it. It's so cold. Yeah, this is probably really nice and fun in the summer. It snowed last night. When we first arrived in Iowa, we spent the first few nights in the van in my mom and dad's driveway. With our diesel heater, it's totally comfortable. So we really prefer to sleep in our own beds, so we figured why not.
It is 30 degrees in Iowa. Our pillow is frozen. Where are you going, Claire?
To go get our blankets.
Yeah.
We helped my dad out with a house that he's building, and it really got me dreaming about owning a home one day. But I had to peel all of this blue stuff off of the inside of a shower, and it took forever. "14 degrees in Iowa. This sucks. This is why I don't live here." And then we had to go to the vet. A month ago, almost at this point, Henry swallowed like if you took a corn cob and cut it in half, he swallowed a whole chunk of like a half of a corn cob. We tried to stay positive. We're like, he'll pass it or he'll throw it up. He's freaking out. We were staying positive, thinking he would pass it or throw it up, and he did. He would throw up every day for like a few days afterward, but then he stopped, so we were like, oh, he must be fine. And yeah, no such luck. He started throwing up again like a week ago. So we were on the road, so we were like, we need to like get home first. So if we have to do surgery to remove the corn cob, we're like there. So finished our trek up to Iowa, and we made an appointment, and so we're about to go find out the course of action for getting rid of this corn cob, because it's not good. I'm guessing the corn cob was about that long. It's a pretty little dog to swallow such a big item. And I think we can all agree it's probably not gonna fit out either end. I was so relieved we didn't have to do surgery. But if you came to this video because of the title and you were looking for guidance on what to do about your dog who swallowed a corn cob, sorry, I got nothing. Okay, no operating as of now, but we gotta give him. What do you think of this? Oh, you aren't a fan of that. Good job. Yeah. Good job, bud. Good job. But other than that, we've just been hanging out at my mom and dad's, visiting my grandparents, going to the gym, and trying to somewhat enjoy this freezing cold weather. Ruger, the big dog, is hiding. Henry, come here. It just so happened we were home the weekend of Winter Games this year. I haven't gotten to participate in this since my senior year of college, and it was so fun. Poor Ruger. I don't know how he's gonna get by for the next month while Henry is staying at my parents' house. Henry looks so cute, but he is so mean to the big dogs, especially Ruger. I can't complain too much about the cold weather because it is nice to experience, and if you're inside looking out through the window, it's pretty gorgeous to look at. And plus, where we're going next, I won't have to worry about the cold. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a like by clicking on the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel for more travel-focused videos and turn on the bell notification so you're notified every time a new video posts. Thanks for your support and see you next time.